Hey, everybody. It's Colin. You're watching Talking Ball as always, every day. Thanks for being here. Means a lot. Let's just jump right into Spurs things. How about that win yesterday? And to get an answer to my question right away, we've got the one and the only fresh haircut. It looks like Bobby K. What's up, Bobby?
Sunshine? Good, buddy. How you doing?
Doing good. Did you do something? Haircut?
Yeah, I had to make myself a human being again. I had my buddy's daughter's big 16th birthday party thing yesterday. So yeah, I had the suit, boot, and all that stuff. So
you look great, my friend. You look great.
Appreciate that. How you doing?
Digging that flag behind you, by the way, too. That's a custom. We got to talk about that flag before we.
Oh, buddy, it's from down there. It's your people down in the States that I got that from, man. It's freaking awesome. Yeah, and it's such a good deal too. I got a white one as well that we had taken to England for when.
Oh my God, for the match.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we misplaced it. I have no idea where the hell the thing's gone.
That's good though. I mean, hopefully somebody has it and it's living its life. Somewhere else.
I don't know if it's in England or if it even made it back or if it's stashed somewhere. I'm sure one day when I clean up, it'll pop up in front of me. So,
or maybe you'll see it on TV. You'll be watching a Spurs match and you'll just see some 3 Spurs boys. But there you go. Yeah. So we got Chris in the house. What's up, Chris?
Morning,
and
Chris.
Kate, what is up? Yeah, she's had a busy morning, I'm sure. What with your show on?
Well, she was on hers, and then she came to Ben's. So,
yeah. Busy morning.
Oh yeah.
But thank you for being here and making time for us. I feel so special. So, Kate, thank you for being here. And Wayne Bonner too. What's up, everyone? Yes, we are all pumped.
Morning,
very
Wayne.
pumped. And just to kind of, that's exactly what I wanted to first talk about. Just get your kind of pumped reaction right away, Bobby. Yeah, man. How are you feeling? How are you feeling about yesterday?
Yesterday? You mean Saturday?
My days are all messed up. How are you feeling about Saturday? Yeah, all I did was work yesterday.
I'm feeling good about both days.
Well, hey, that's great. I mean, let's be real. Okay, well, first of all, we'll forget that I don't know what day it is, but we'll go straight into, yeah. So I mean, once they got that goal, I think it was in all of our minds that we could still tie the game up. Is that what you were expecting after they gotten their first goal?
It wasn't. You really had it in your mind. I thought that. Oh no, here it is. The wheels are going to come off. I thought all the worst scenarios, that it's going to be a toxic day. The streams are just going to be full of people. People are going to be calling for Ange's head, and it's just going to be the stupidest knee-jerk reaction. But yeah, it was it was nice to not have to worry about having to deal with that. Yeah, come on, and yeah, so it was good that we did come back. Because you know what, the sad reality is, a lot of us as fans, even ones like me that are optimistic consistently to the point of annoyance, I've become cautiously optimistic. That over deranged, deluded support my team to win every single game regardless kind of got washed away out of me a little bit over the last few years. So
we've had a tough past couple years in that regard. So I don't blame you one little bit. But I hope you hold on to a bit of that Bobby optimism that we've all grown to love about you.
I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, no, I'm still deluded. Not to worry.
First of all, real quick, Kate just wants me to keep my shirt on, which is fair. I think I look great without a shirt, but maybe not everybody agrees. But yeah, Kate, thanks again just for being here. It means the world to me and Bobby. Ben, so keep your shirts on, everyone. Yeah, Mod Father here. I need to make you a mod of my channel if I haven't already, Ben. You deserve it. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Ben is the champion mod.
He's the mod extraordinaire.
Dude, seriously, he is what a mod's supposed to do. Keep the chat clean, keep people from fighting.
He doesn't waste any time.
Oh, he is already, he said.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his last comment there. Oh, actually, I saw Chris's comment. I'm just reading that now. Perhaps it's in the coat you left. You know what, Chris? Shit, you might be onto something there, dude. Because I just got that jacket back. My nephew just came back from England. And he lives with us. And I got to check the pockets. It might actually be folded up in one of them.
That would be incredible. That would be incredible. Chris solves the mystery from all the way over there.
Chris Peters is here. So pick up, buddy.
Yep, you're a legend, Chris. So yeah. Oh my God, Chris Peters is in the house. So you got everybody here. Bobby, I thought about doing things a little backwards today. We've got all the highs out of the way. We've got things kind of going. I wanted to jump straight into keeper West Ham. Just do that first, and then we'll kind of circle back around. I know that you're also a little limited on time, and I wanted to make sure you took part of it.
Yeah, sorry. That's why I was kind of late getting into your back room there. I was on the phone trying to rearrange that appointment, but
no worries,
that's not an option.
No problem, man. Thank you for trying. That is awesome.
Oh, no problem. I was just even trying to push it back another half hour or something like that. But she said I'd be able to join 5 minutes late. So.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. No, that's awesome.
I've got 40 minutes with you right now.
Boom. Well, let's get straight into it. I know people, they just come to see this video, so let's show it to them.
That is the best intro video for a game on YouTube.
I almost feel like
I love it. It's so cheese and so awesome. That one is still up on the bins there. Little Super Mario.
It all worked out exactly as I wanted. Yeah, no, I should. Or some coin sounds or something. But no, it ended up just as good as I ever could have imagined. I almost feel like the show has lost its. It's getting a little stale. Keeper West Ham, I'll be honest, but that intro is so good, I got to keep doing it.
And once you game though, and the thing is, you always give options that are not easy to pick.
That's my goal. Yeah, absolutely.
It's no, I don't think your game is stale.
Thank you.
It's fun, and it involves people in the chat. They can, and it engages conversation as well in terms of why would you keep one over the other kind of thing, right?
Right.
Like if you were turning around and saying, okay, keeper West Ham, Harry Kane or Harry Winks, then
that would be silly. Right?
Yeah. So you've always put up two players that actually make the person think, and I like it.
Well, hey, we've got another one today that I think you might like.
Means I'm probably not going to like it.
These are weird players that no one's going to be in love with anyway. So sending one away isn't going to hurt. It's just keeping one might be hard to choose. Let's go. I've mentioned one of these cats maybe twice. I'm trying to get somebody to choose them. But so we have in this one Darren Bent versus Emmanuel Adebayor. Both strikers, obviously, for the club that, we're fine. I think Darren Bent had like half a season where he was kind of knocking them in. But this is I'm trying to get someone to choose Emmanuel Adebayor here, but it's maybe not going to happen.
I think I might be that someone, only because I'm not a Darren Bent fan.
Is there a reason for the? See, this is exactly that dialogue you were talking about.
I
sounds like Darren Bent hurt you.
I think just for what we paid for him, when we paid for him, we didn't get
value
not
for
even
money.
Close to the return we definitely were looking at. I think Adebayor coming, from where he came from, and coming in and then bringing that little nonsense that he always had with him over to us, kind of winding up other teams. I really like that about him. He grew on me really fast when he came in.
Me too.
I think a lot of people had problems with better goals and a few more important ones than Darren Bent did for us. So, but then you look at when Darren Bent came, you look at the quality that was around him versus the quality that we surrounded Adebayor with. There was not a significant difference, but I think Adebayor had better players to play with, kind of thing. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna stick with that
Adebayor
just because that whole just the fact that he's just a little shit.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah. And he had the ability just to turn and have that wonder goal kind of thing. Whereas I never really saw that with Bent. I saw Bent more kind of like a Defoe, just a lot of speed and but he wasn't a Defoe. Defoe 8 out of 10 times a one-on-one with the keeper. We're going to bet on him. Bent, I still remember a few times he used his space, got around people, and was alone up there, and then just shanked it wide, or just finishing wise, heading wise, footwork wise. The only thing I would give Bent over Adebayor is pace. So Adebayor for sure, 100%.
I weirdly liked Adebayor. I know that he was a bit of a journeyman. Some would call him mercenary. Totally fine with me. Do your thing. Go where they'll pay you. Play where you can play. Yeah, and I don't hold anything against him. I think that he was phenomenal. Obviously, there were games where he would be completely invisible and didn't care, and you could see it on his face. But he made up for it, like you said, with the wonder goals. And then if he wasn't here and he didn't start kind of declining, we might not have seen the rise of Harry Kane. So, but I guess Darren Bent wouldn't have been keeping Kane out of the team either. So, But still, obviously. And then I liked this. Everyone's agreeing with you here, Bobby, and me, which is really nice. But yeah, Sandra would have scored that header. It's in reference, I believe, to a Harry Redknapp quote made post-match about Darren Bent.
About Darren Bent, yeah.
Being his wife. Yeah, so I love it. I love Redknapp. That just gets me back on the Redknapp kind of nostalgia train. I loved times under him. I
don't think anybody disliked Redknapp. That's one of the few people that you don't hear blasted in the Spurs community.
Like at all, by anybody.
Redknapp. By anybody, actually, everywhere he coached. Other than that whole England bullshit,
right?
Nonsense, who knows how long he would have stayed. A lot of people were sour about that, but
fair.
At the end of the day, fair. You know what? It's like you said. I don't care if you call it a mercenary. Now, you and I are normal blue-collar working people. If somebody comes to me and offers me to do the same job I'm doing right now and says we're going to triple your pay and give you an extra month's worth of holidays and you're going to have better benefits and you're going to have better pension.
Yeah, of course.
Where do I sign?
Right. Yeah.
See you later.
We have loyalty to Spurs because we are Spurs supporters. We've cultivated this relationship and this loyalty for a long time. Whereas these guys get offered a paycheck, they maybe make some friends with some guys on the team, but they have friends outside the team. You know what I mean? It's just, we have to realize it's not the same. It's not these guys' lives as much as it is ours. And that sounds weird because I know it is literally their life and livelihood, but to us, we breathe Spurs, and these players, we can't expect every one of them to also do that. But yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah. So Kate says she'd wear ham them both, which obviously is a typo, but I like it. I'm gonna wear.
No, it's not a typo. I don't think it's a typo.
She'd wear ham them both.
I don't know. She speaks weird English sometimes.
Yeah. We love you, Kate. Hasper, real quick. Harry Redknapp was his favorite manager ever at Spurs in terms of watching us.
Yeah, it was exciting football under him, man.
It was, and yeah, sometimes the losses were pretty significant, but
he's the one that shifted Bale, and look what Bale ended up becoming, right? So
exactly, and I mean, I just wasn't afraid of going up against anybody whenever he was our manager. I'm starting to get that feeling back again with Postecoglou. Pochettino had the same kind of feeling, but there was just something special, and I think it was literally the whole the whole fucking run around a bit or whatever Redknapp used to say. I think that was like another famous Harry Redknapp quote. Just go fucking run around a bit, and that's perfect. He let the players do their thing. He knew they were creative. He knew that they understood their own game. I don't know, the freedom he gave players was awesome. Wayne Bonner's got some of his own suggestions here. We'll get there, Wayne.
Don't make this harder, Wayne.
Right. Come on now. Chris Peters, though, says a day just because he scored, for City and then
man.
Away fans.
That's when he ran halfway down the pitch and slid right in front of them. Yeah.
People throwing drinks, throwing all kinds of good stuff. Good stuff there. All right. So are you ready for option number 2?
Okay.
Okay.
Not really, but okay.
Kevin Prince Boateng versus
Ooh.
Giovanni Dos Santos. And I figure this one...
Both kind of really crap for us, weren't they?
Yeah, but good players in general, and had a lot of hype when they came.
Like Giovanni Dos Santos did well when he played for Mexico, and Kevin Prince Boateng went on to do very well when we shifted him and he went to Milan, I believe, right?
That is correct.
And he ended up doing really, really well over there. So, but we're looking at the time that they were with us, right?
Correct. Yes.
I'm gonna say Dos Santos just because Kevin Prince Boateng, when he was with us, was a dick.
Isn't he just a dick in general?
He was just an unlikable player. He was just, he was just an asshole, for lack of better words. He was just, not.
Yeah. Thought he was probably.
I don't remember anybody saying anything good about him. I just remember him being a pompous asshole that was just, a legend in his own mind kind of thing, yet never did anything for us. He had great at Milan. Yeah, but I'm talking about, what did he do for us? I can't even remember one moment where I could say, that was a great player. But Dos Santos, you could see he had a bit of excitement to him. He had that pace. He could cut in. He was a winger.
He fit Spurs ethos, I think. He fit what Spurs are going for as a team and a brand.
It seems like it just didn't work for him, though. You know what I mean? Like we've had other players come in like that, and it just doesn't happen. Like, look at
he was
Clinton
a bit of a boozer
and stuff. Oh, was he? Oh, I didn't know.
A little bit, okay. Yeah. And I think the London lifestyle. If I'm completely misremembering this and saying terrible things about somebody, tell me in the comments. But I think that the London lifestyle and just what that offered kind of didn't make things any easier on.
So I would believe that more with Kevin Prince Boateng, because, like I said, I know he was known to be. He even admitted it himself afterwards that I saw myself to be better than I really was and whatnot. And he wasted all his money on cars and this, and lived this big lavish lifestyle of a player that's in the upper echelon. Yet he was average at best, right?
Well, at least he's got
against my local team. Who was he playing
that's pretty
with,
cool.
Chris, who was he playing for at the time? Is that what
we'd love to know?
It wouldn't have been Tottenham, I don't think.
No way. No way. But no.
And when was that, Chris?
Yeah. Well, Chris, please let us know.
How recently? Yeah.
But at least he understands, though, that he messed up. At least he understands he was stupid and made stupid decisions. A lot of people, I don't think, have the
it's not that he
foresight to see it.
But if you read the article, I remember reading it, and I was just like, this guy's just admitting to his mistakes, but not owning up to them.
Oh,
see what I'm saying?
I'm with you. Yeah.
Oh, it's just okay, cool, Chris.
Cool. That must have been really.
That was a while ago, then.
Yeah, but still, that must have been pretty cool to see Tottenham play against your local side. That's fun. Cool, man.
Well, they came here and played Toronto once, right? We went to that game. That was Jay's first game ever.
I've seen him play the MLS All Stars. Yeah, I've seen him play MLS All Stars and also City. That was right after Kyle Walker switched over and City smashed us in Nashville. That was hard to watch. 16 years ago, Chris says. Dang, man. Well, you got your 16-year chip. Here you go. On being a Spurs fan. No, that's sure it's a lot longer than that.
I think it's longer than that, because I've been 31 years for me now. So,
woo, you guys making me 31 years. That is how many years old I am. So
92, right after they had won the FA Cup in 91.
That's awesome. I was born in late 91. So yeah, that all adds up. That's awesome.
I was 16 years old in England, and the pressure was on to pick a team. And I was there for a cousin's wedding, and all my cousins supported United, Liverpool, a handful of Arsenal, a handful of Chelsea. One cousin supported Tottenham, who is my favorite cousin. He's like a big.
There you go.
And at the time, the European Championships were on in Denmark, and I watched Teddy Sheringham go through 3 players on Bulgaria and put a ball from just inside the half all the way onto Les Ferdinand's chest, and Ferdinand dropped it and struck it in. It was one of the most beautiful goals I'd ever seen, because at the time we didn't have football on television here. So I was at a pub watching this. I saw this happen, and the pub exploded. And I was like, I'd never been part of anything like that. So I was like, that was awesome. That was so cool. What a pass. I was like, I love that guy. Who's that guy? My cousin turns to me. He's like, that's Teddy Sheringham. He plays for Tottenham. All right,
so sealed, delivered. Right? Yeah, that's all you need.
That's it. So latched onto the Teddy wagon there and just kept riding it.
Well, what's your cousin's name?
Jag.
Well, Jag.
Big up, Jag.
I know you're not watching this, but big up. Thanks for getting my man here.
If he's watching this, I'll be shocked because he doesn't even watch me, prick.
What if he pops up in the comments? That'd be pretty funny. So we're making people feel old. Sorry about that, Chris. And other Chris, first game was in 1980. To me, 1980 seems like it's 20 years ago. I still haven't latched on to the fact that time is
2020.
Passing. Yeah. So to me, that's 20 years ago. So yeah, no worries. But yeah, time is a fickle beast, a weird one. All right, are you ready for the last one that I've got? I usually pick 3 choices, and this one, I don't even know if I spelled these players' names correctly, if that tells you anything about them. But we've got Matt Doherty versus Kyle Naughton. Yeah, and I always try to pick players that are similar, I think, in quality, similar in position, but I think this one's too easy too, maybe.
I don't think Naughton really has a chance against Doherty because Doherty just did more in the short time that he was with us.
The only thing that Naughton has over him, like you said, is the length of time. You know what I mean? The fact that he was able to be counted on as a backup for many years.
That's all he was, though, was he? He never really kind of established himself ever as a first teamer. He was, a cup option at best.
Look at this. Look at that.
Hey, everybody's entitled to his opinion, and Chris has been a fan longer than me, so he might have seen something in Naughton that I didn't see. But
I think he was fine if you kept him on the right.
For pace, that's all it was. It's just, but
yeah,
defensively, I remember he got torn apart quite a few times.
A lot of that, though, if I remember correctly, we didn't have a left back at the time, and so he was a backup right back, but we would shoehorn him over to the left, where he was ineffective for sure. But I don't think that was. I think as a right back, he actually was fine. And anybody in the comments, if I'm totally out of line with that, please let me know. But that's right around when I first kind of started, being a big time fan and paying attention to most matches and stuff. So I think that Kyle Naughton was fine on the right, but on the left he looked like dog shit for sure. But yeah, so I mean, this one is my favorite though, because again, I don't think very highly of Doherty. I don't think badly of him or anything. Wasn't there like a 6-month stretch where he looked like he was awesome under Mourinho? I think it was. Or was it Conte? No, I can't remember.
Naughton?
No, Doherty. Yeah,
I was gonna say, Naughton was gone way before these guys showed up.
Yeah, no, I think he left under Villas-Boas. Maybe, I don't know.
It was under Mourinho, wasn't it?
I think so, and he looked great, and we were like, "Whoa, we've got him! We've got the player that we wanted," and then that all fell apart. Well, this one doesn't seem to have roused many people in the comments. So if you're watching this later though, and you're looking back and you're thinking, "Oh, definitely keep Doherty," I would just think back about Naughton. Think about all those backup. Those years we had a nice solid backup at right back. It was nice. We had the 2 Kyles. It was great.
That's what Chris just put in. Walker and Naughton came.
Yep. Boom.
Look where one went and look where the other went. Where is Kyle Naughton now? Playing in League 2, or I don't even know where he is.
He probably retired, honestly. But I could be wrong. I'll look it up. I'm being lazy.
He was young when he came to us, so he might be early 30s, maybe.
So it looks like he is. He plays for Swansea City in the championship.
Championship, okay.
So nice.
And does it say how old is he? How old is he now?
So he was born. Okay, he's 34 currently. He's 34 years old. Yep. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad that he's still, championship's a higher level than you expected. So that's good for him. So yeah, boom.
I just don't know. I think he left us and went to Norwich or something like that, wasn't it? Or
I believe you are correct. It was a team that were green, and I think they might
green
be
and yellow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Norwich. Yeah.
All right. Well, Bobby, this show has been all over the place, but I'm doing it for kind of time's sake here. I want to keep you in the zone as long as possible. For sure, man. So we're gonna jump to something else.
Sure.
By the way, if you haven't seen this video, it's a treat. It was an intro I made when I very first started YouTube. I was using a flat soccer ball. Just check this out. And that is not embarrassing at all. No, it's okay. I wanted the world to see it. Glad they did. Glad you've seen it now too.
I've seen it before. That one I've seen.
Oh, yeah. Really?
That one I've seen. Yeah.
Well, it's not the best, but we're working on another one.
That other one though you use, man, that is killer though.
I'm making. I had my accent. My accent came out there for a second, and I started to sound Southern. Sorry, but I'm making
going all Southern on me there, boy.
I'm making another Spurs game show. This one's called Spurned, and it's going to be a game show where you can find love. It's for the single Spurs fans looking for love, and it's going to be a good one. We've been working on the intro to that. My wife and I, she's my camera person, so so everybody get ready. Now that we've all seen that, though, yeah, Chris Peters, sure it is. But no, I mean, we had a wonderful game the other day, and I want to know if you think this is just jumping right into it.
Do it.
Does Richarlison slot into the 11 for Arsenal based on what he did in the match Saturday?
Nope.
You're in the camp of keep him as a super sub.
Yep.
Let him have a couple more sub appearances, and then evaluate from there.
Pretty much all the words that I would have come out of my mouth. Not only that, I just think with what Arsenal has is we're going to need to go right at them direct, whereas Richie kind of is, he's already up there. We need people to go through them, not people that are already kind of playing on the last people there. If you get what I'm trying to say, we need people to get by their defense and leave them behind versus waiting till they're all settled. He's just coming back. I'm happy for the kid with what he did and everything. It's just from what I've seen so far this season, overall in the games, I would just say Sonny would be just a better option right now. He's just more of a threat.
Yeah, and
threat, and he'll pull 2-3 defenders even. Look at what Sheffield did. They just completely boxed him out. There's always two guys. There was a Sonny sandwich on the pitch the entire game, and I can see Arsenal kind of trying to do the same thing. I don't think they'll show Richie that much respect, and that kind of leaves other players marked then, whereas Sonny will create holes that other players can hopefully expose. Madison didn't have his best game, but let's face it, he shanked one just a little bit wide of the post there that he might have got. If he has a proper game for us, then I can see him potting a couple here. Because Sonny's going to draw those guys back and create a nice big gap for Madison to come into.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, it sounds
Richie
beautiful.
Doing that. I just don't see him drawing players and pulling players away.
Yeah, and that's a good point. And maybe that'll work.
Doing that, but he hasn't been doing it as effectively as Son has done it so far. So for me, Sonny just for now.
Agreed. I think. In fact, with what you said, if we keep Sonny on the pitch and then put Richarlison on the pitch, I think later on in the match, because I know that a lot of times Richarlison comes on for Sonny, and I get that, but I would like to see them both on the pitch at the same time. You talk about players having to show some that respect and doubling up on him, and that should leave. I mean, it doesn't always because but that should leave a free man somewhere or the opportunity for a free man. So I think having them both on the pitch, defenders kind of naturally drawn more towards Son, the bigger threat, would leave Richarlison, nice and open, perhaps for a headed goal, which seems to be all that he can score these days. And you know what? I'm fine.
I'll take it, buddy. A goal. I don't care what comes off the back of your ass, as long as it goes in that net, man. I'm good.
100%. 100%. Kind of reminded me of Fernando Llorente had one come off his ass in the Champions League. Yeah. It's a beautiful goal.
Okay, we'll take it.
Semantics. But yeah, I keep losing my place today where I'm at. But no, I think that we definitely. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Postecoglou started Richarlison. I don't think that he should, but I think that Arsenal have a pretty solid defense. And correct me if I'm wrong. They play with Gabriel and Saliba as their center backs. Is that who they play with?
Yeah,
I don't watch enough of them to know.
Saliba's been fantastic, man.
Yeah. Oh, and we all knew he would be too. When they got him and loaned him back, we were like, God damn it, we missed one there.
Yeah, he is quality. Yeah,
for sure.
Really good and fast.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking maybe a bigger, like more focal type striker in Richarlison might be better against their defenders. But again, that's leaving out the whole midfield conversation that you were having, where Sonny obviously operates better in those tight spaces. It'll be interesting. I bet we see Richarlison at some point.
Well, if they're going to play Ben White as right back, who the hell is their left back? Why can I not think of everybody in the chat? Zinchenko is he starting left back for them? Okay, so then they don't have a lot of pace in their wing backs. So in regards to Chris's comment here, I would rather play Johnson than if we are going to look at replacing Kulu, just because he runs a little bit more directly and he's got pace to burn.
And Solomon maybe is an option too. I think he plays on the right sometimes.
Well, yeah, but I would start Solomon on the left and maybe if you want to replace Kulu, start Johnson. But I think Kulu needs to start this game. You need him holding up the ball, bringing players forward, getting them involved. I think when he does that, it allows Power to kind of come and do the overlap around him as well, which helps us. So, I know a lot of people weren't too keen on Kulu. Neither was I. I was shocked when everybody was screaming for him for the man of the match and everything like that. I thought he was good. I didn't. There's things other people saw that they were just waxing lyrical about him. That I guess I didn't see them.
I mean, he was fine, and like you said, he holds up the ball well. When everyone was talking about having to replace Kane and how it'll take 2 or 3 players to do it, I always knew that Kulu had it in him to kind of help with that hold up play. That Kane he'd show up anywhere and you'd be able to pass him the ball and he'd take care of it and get a pass off and kind of help move things up the pitch.
Yeah.
And I think Kulu kind of can do that same thing. You can get him the ball in a tight, congested area. He will most likely keep hold of it and then get a pass off to somebody else. Is he going to score worldies every match? No. Is he going to get an assist every match? No. But I do think that, like you said, he's important for bringing other players into the game. And I think between him and Madison, I think that we've done actually a pretty good job at replacing Kane's creativity and hold-up play.
Madison alone is the credit to that, man. Come on now.
Yeah. I mean, Madison's
we saw what happened when he didn't play against Fulham. The difference.
Oh,
that
Tomiyasu. I forgot that he plays.
Is he still hurt?
Oh, very, very possibly. Very possibly, but I forgot all about him. Man, we sure were crying whenever we missed out on that guy.
He's a big boy, but he's not a pacey kid.
No, he's a right back too, from what I remember. So left back, I still think is Zinchenko, but they could have gotten somebody to replace him. I don't follow them as closely as I should.
I thought Ben White was starting though. I'm surprised.
Yeah, you could be right.
Because he was starting for Arsenal. I don't watch them enough. I don't.
Yeah, I probably am wrong, to be honest. Real quick, I just want to thank everybody here for spending their morning or afternoon or evening or what have you with us here. We truly appreciate it here at Talking Ball. So last thing, we're gonna kind of wrap this up. I know you got places to be. So what's your?
We got 10 minutes, buddy. We got. Yeah.
Let's talk about some of our favorite memories against the Tools up the road.
By far, my favorite memory is the Kane goal. The
one where he bent it in. The one where he bent it in.
It was came out of the corner and just scored that ridiculous goal.
Dele saved it. He kind of flicked it back in bounds, back into touch. It was almost out of touch. He flicked it back in, and then Kane just. That was disgusting. The way it hit the post.
Only because I was watching that game with the kids, and that goal, man. When he ripped his face mask off, that was absolutely insane. Other good goals. Danny Rose scored one wicked one against them.
Look at this.
David Bentley had one.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know if David Bentley did that on purpose. The way that he hit that.
I don't think so. But
it looked weird.
That was crazy.
But we'll
the last NLD, the one before January, obviously, but the 3-0 that we had at home where we just completely just owned them.
Kane had a header one time against him that was really cool. The header like curved. I'd never seen a header kind of like loop and curve as much as this one did. I think he was jumping backwards and he got it. Anyway, it ended up
yeah. It was leaning back kind of thing. And then there's Toby scored a late one to win it for us a couple of years back against them, didn't he?
Ooh, he did. And then you can't forget the Lamella Rabona, even though he got red carded and everything.
Yeah. Christensen, Gazza's goal again. Yeah, holy crap, man.
Yeah.
Gazza's free kick. Yeah, I think that's any fond memory that resulted in 3 points, or sorry, any game that resulted in 3 points is a fond memory, isn't it?
For sure. But I mean, I also like things like, and I know this resulted in 3 points. This is what you were talking about. But I mean, like the penalty save. Hugo's penalty save, was it against Aubameyang? I'm trying to remember who he saved that penalty. Who was taking that penalty?
You're not going to get an answer.
It was either Lacazette or Aubameyang.
Has just put in another one there. Harry there. Yeah,
's
header.
Kabul.
Yeah, that was a big one. That was the Van der Vaart game where Van der Vaart tied it or something like that, and Kabul got the winner, I believe.
I think we came down. We were down, and
I can't remember. I don't know how people keep all this stuff separately. It's all
they've got it all. Yeah, it's like a encyclopedia inside their brains.
Oh yeah,
and we thank all of you.
Their recollection for stuff is so impressive.
Everybody.
KPV is one. KPV is just, I don't know how that guy, the amount of the information he holds and the stats and the details he remembers from games. I'm like, holy crap!
It's like a computer in there, man. Mine's running Windows 95. He must have all the newest updates. I can't even operate
Google and get the answers as fast as he pops them out of his head.
Yeah. League Cup semi 5-1. Yeah. Definitely. This is a good one too. Lennon making it 4-4. That was a great comeback, and Aaron Lennon was one of my favorite Spurs players, like of all time. So part of how I got into Spurs was my cousin, and we're real close at my family. All my cousins are basically like brothers and stuff to me. My cousin is a really big Arsenal fan, like big time, and would not shut up about Theo Walcott. So he and I frequently have like an Aaron Lennon versus Theo Walcott debate. And he might have been right, but I'm never going to admit that. Yes. Aaron Lennon all day. I'm not going to
admit that to you. Screw you.
Yeah. No, Aaron Lennon's better. And yes, he was so exciting to watch. It's like he had a lot of the same things in him that I think that we're seeing in Solomon, and to an extent, Lucas Moura. But I trusted him with the ball a lot more than Lucas Moura, for example. He didn't have the propensity to like dribble into traffic directly like Moura does or did. You know what I mean? It seems like Moura could beat the first two players, and then he sees the third, and he's like, "Oh, I got him! I'm gonna smoke this guy!" And then he just dribbles directly into him and loses the ball
straight into him. Yeah.
Yeah, but the first two guys he beat, it looks pretty, But yeah, so Lennon usually got rid of the ball before that, so good on him, I guess. VDV and Kane, yep, two favorite ever Spurs players, and they both have scored worldies against Arsenal. So yeah, man, good ones. Oh yeah, Van der Vaart. Yeah, that's what we thought. We knew he didn't mean Van de Ven, but he could be one of your favorite players one day. He was lightning fast, and just the fact that he was so low to the ground, so center of gravity was so low, his dribbling was good. I mean, he looked like a penguin whenever he ran. I don't know. I love the guy. There's something about him. I heard that as like a person, he was kind of a douche. But I mean, I don't care. Yeah, I heard that he just like got into some just like would get drunk and rude and pull the whole like, "Oh, don't you know who I am?" thing all the time, which I don't know why that makes me so mad. But But yeah, I heard that he's was kind of a dick if you ever went out with him. That at the nightclubs he had a reputation for being kind of a arrogant douche. But hey, I don't care about him for his personality. I just like what he did for Spurs.
You never know if I'm out there in public and you can't go 5 feet with somebody without somebody badgering you. Eventually, you get to a point where you make yourself standoffish, so people don't want to approach you. So you never know.
Yeah,
if you're an outright dick just because you're a dick, that's a different story. But
yeah, 100%, 100%, Bobby. Hey, so we are running out of time. It is about time for you to go. I want to make sure that you are not rushing and you are not.
I'm going to be right here. Actually, it's going to be right here on the computer, so it's a video thing. So
that is perfect. But so we'll begin wrapping things up. I just wanted to say again, thanks to everybody who stopped by and joined in. We little man syndrome. Maybe that was his issue.
Quite possible. Quite possible.
Yeah, I've seen it in person many times. But anyway, thank you guys again so much for being here. I hate throwing this up there, but I'm just going to do it anyway, just for a second. Got this Patreon thing you can sign up for. Check out the memberships. There's actually some cool stuff that you can get if you sign up. And it helps my channel since I'm currently not at the level where I can get super chats or subscriptions or that kind of thing. This is sort of how I'm circumventing that and trying to help build my channel. Get some better equipment, a light, so I'm not so either white or in the shadows, and I'm working on it. But yeah, so if you've subscribed to the channel already, thank you. If not, please do that. If you feel like giving me a couple bucks every month, you can do it at that link. And again, that's so you can look at that. No more of that talk. But again, thank you guys for being here, everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bobby, you've got stuff to do today, but what do you got going on tonight? Anything fun?
I've now got a few appointments now, and then after that, the kids will be home from school. So we'll do our record for their weekly recap show, which will be aired tomorrow. And yeah, awesome. Probably have to feed
Spurs
them,
boys,
wash up, and then feed them again. So good times.
Well, good on you for doing that, for keeping the kids alive. They appreciate it. We appreciate it.
They don't appreciate it. It's just apparently law here. It's crazy.
Laws. Yeah. Well, good on you. And good on you for being here. Thank you again for not letting me be alone talking to people. That's never good. I don't trust.
You do well yourself, though. Very few people can. You do well for yourself, Colin.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much, sir. All right. So with that said, we're just kissing each other's butts now. So we'll let this go. But I just want to say bye, everyone. Thanks for being here. And come on, you Spurs!
Come on, you Spurs!